Thought that fast travel would take longer. I was taking another drink.
Hey.
All right, Eleonora. You got anything? Because I got some stuff, apparently.
What did your search turn up?
I've got a question for you. Were all of the male victims shot in the right thigh and between the eyes?
That's what I heard. And the women were all shot in the foot and temple. Pretty weird, huh?
Claim that the bodies are a message. Guess that the ganglion are behind it. I mean, the easy way to go is to say that the ganglion did it, and I'm hoping that this is a little different than just another case of, the ganglion are killing people again.
I could buy that the killer is trying to say something with this. I just have no idea what that is.
I've got it. Right down to the perp's name.
You do?
It's Dale Gibbon. The bastard who killed my parents.
What? How can you be sure?
My father was shot in the same way as Otis and the other men. And my mother, the same as Yolanda and the other women. Even the number of victims lines up. It's just like what happened back on Earth.
Wait, you're saying a serial killer made it onto the whale?
He was captured and sentenced to death. But it has to be him.
Murderess?
There's no way this isn't about me. He's sending me a challenge. This is my dream. Not a day goes by where I don't.
I thought that your dream was to get a bunch of money and rebuild your name. But anyways, yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. I thought that was her dream.
Who said a girl can only have one dream?
Me, just now!
The family name is one thing, and killing this rat bag is another.
You can't just go kill somebody in cold blood. It's illegal.
Oh, right. And where was that law when he killed my parents, huh?
He was sentenced to death, right?
Hey, you have to help me stop her.
Now listen, I watched Naruto, the anime, and I read the manga. I actually read more of the manga than I did watch the anime. But Sasuke was one of my favorite characters, and I am all for getting revenge, as long as you know how you're getting revenge, because the whole revenge against Itachi didn't work. But killing Danzo? That was awesome. Let's do it.
Thanks. I knew you'd have my back on this. I made my mind up about this a long time ago, so stop trying to convince me and tell me where he is.
Look, I have a couple of leads, but I don't know if any of them are this Gibbon person.
If you say one of those suspects is me again, I will kill you.
Let's see. So, one is an interceptor named Martin, who's currently somewhere in Sylvalum. The other is a prospector named Dart, whose last known whereabouts were out in Oblivia.
So one of those two men is actually Dale Gibbon?
Right.
Thank you, Eleonora. Let's go. That monster stole my future. It's time for me to steal his.
How? Okay. We're going to Oblivia first, because I prefer Oblivia over Sylvalum. I don't understand how this guy how you could get on the whale and assume someone else's identity. Because, you know, we know now that everyone's, like, their memories and everything were put onto that ship. Were put onto the giant computer and saved there. But even if it was what we originally thought, because I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do this before finishing the main game. Although this is level 53, so maybe it is supposed to be after the main game. Point is if you're still under the assumption that no, you don't get, wait a second. Okay, I am going this way. I had to make sure I was going to the right waypoint. I didn't want to accidentally fly out of Oblivion and go towards Sylvalum. That would take way too long. But anyways, how could, even if it was they put your bodies in stasis on the life hold and then remake, and then give you back your body instead of remake you a new body, then what is the, I don't get it. I don't understand how someone could sneak on board under a fake persona. How does he, even if there is some way to do that, how does he get to be able to do that if he was sentenced to death? Was he actually killed, or was he, like, in prison? How did he get out of prison? I don't know.
Whoa, hey lady, you look ready to throttle somebody.
Maybe you, Dale Gibbon.
Sorry, what?
Oh, don't play the sap. Either you confess and I kill you, or I just kill you anyway.
Wait, kill me? What the hell, lady? I don't even know this Dale guy. My name's Dart. It's always been Dart, I swear.
Guess we picked the dud. Dale Gibbon may have been a monster, but he definitely had more guts than this sad sack. Let's go Martin hunting.
I guess it's Silvalum then. Alright. Let's go find Martin, aka Dale, apparently. Oh hey, it's in a hexagon with an affinity mission. So I'm gonna get segment recon off of this, probably. Hip hip hooray. Always glad to get some segment recon. Especially in Silvalum, since it's like the lowest one I have. Where is my Skell? Ran right by it. Good job, me. Alright, there's good old Zufarg. Beached down right there. Alright, where is this guy? Up this way? Is he up above? No, he's down below. He's right there. Oh, cool. Yo, Martin, how's it going, man? Drinking it up, I see.
Dale Gibbon. You've changed faces, but looking at you still makes me sick.
Ooh, it's been a while since anyone's called me that. Glad to see you finally caught on, princess. I've been leaving you love letters for a while now. It hurts to be ignored.
Oh, I know. We've been finding them all over. And now I'm going to show you true hurt.
Ooh, what fun. I never thought the Effinger girl could still be alive, let alone here.
I could say the same for you. What's a death row inmate doing alive and well on Mira?
There's more crooks in prison than just the inmates, princess. On the whale, too.
So you ran like a coward?
Damn straight. I specialize in killing. Dying isn't my game. I made deals with every devil that'd listen until I was on that ship's crew. But turns out living as a miniosome is barely different than being dead. How do I know who's inside all the people around me? Are they even human? Maybe New LA's crawling with puppets and I'm the last true man. Isn't that sad, being alone so far from home?
Didn't know you were so sensitive.
What? You want it boring? I'm a serial killer, for hell's sakes.
And then tell me, why does an anachronism like you start killing again?
I told you, I'm surrounded by puppets. They never seem worth killing.
Ah, and then you saw me.
Yes, and calling yourself the Murderess. Even as a minion, so I knew you the minute I saw you. You look just as I remember. Shaking in terror, ready to wet yourself. I saw you. I started having dreams about killing the last of the Effingers.
I'm your dream? What an honor. Give it another 5 minutes and I'll be your nightmare.
Try me, princess. I'll flay you and all your little puppet friends.
Alright, that was some pretty cool music. I did really enjoy that. Oh my goodness, you're high level. Everyone getting your scales ASAP. And let's kill this guy. I pressed B a second too late there. Or a second too early. Oh, you're... Look at all of the dead that you are. Time to die. Oh my goodness. What a pushover.
Nicely done.
No, this isn't. All I wanted was to see you break down. To see your terror turn to despair.
How's it feel being pushed to the brink of death?
Are you going to kill me?
What do you think?
You've never killed before. Not in cold blood. Surely you don't want to become an actual murderess?
Believe me, I hated you enough to want to kill you. But ironically, it was that hate for you that kept me alive. It was that hate that made me strong. I took that title to remind me that vengeance vengeance would someday be mine. I fed off it.
So, you're going to spare me, right? You wouldn't be standing here today if not for me.
Don't flatter yourself. I'm here because of people like Eleonora and Irina and my friend here. I'm here because they believed in me.
Tell the murderess you're glad she seems to be coming around. Ask the murderess if she's sure she doesn't need vengeance. I'll just say this.
I was never a murderer to begin with. There are plenty of other ways to get vengeance without having to change that. I won't kill you, Gibbon. But you will die. Out here. Alone.
Wait, you're leaving me here? Please, no. Take me back home to Noelle. I'll do anything you want. Anything!
Sorry, pal. You never had a voice. Come on. Let's go ballerina out.
Sharon, wait! Sharon!
Sharon Effinger is who I was. But until the day my other dream comes true, it's not who I
Stop!
Oh, cool. Nature came and took care of it for us, so we don't have to worry about killing him. Thanks, Nature. Always coming through when I need you most.
This power, I want more.
More? What level am I at? Did I just... Oh, no. Murderess hit level 45. I thought I hit level 60 there. Anyways, let's fast travel on back over to Primordia and wrap up, because I'm just over an hour now, so I do actually need to wrap up soon. Administrative District over at the concourse. No, at the Mimiosome maintenance thing, even further down. Let's wrap this one up. 2 fairly long affinity missions done. I consider that progress. I like to finish 3 affinity missions at a time, but I can live with completing 2 if they're that long. Let's wrap this bad boy up. There's Irina.
Murderess, you actually came back. Surprised? You thought I'd run for it?
Of course I did. I thought you'd be clear on the other side of the planet by now. So where's the perp?
In some monster's gut. Or its crap.
Such a dirty mouth for a princess.
I had a bad influence. You should meet her.
Maybe we can all grab a drink.
Sounds like a plan. You're in too, right?
This whole Irina Murderess going and getting a drink together does not match up at all with the very first affinity mission we had with Irina and Murderess. Anyways, I'm definitely not paying for it. But then it worded it like for the ladies. I'm too chivalrous.
Really?
You know we're not gonna hold back, right?
Yeah. Hope your wallet is ready for this.
I'm pretty sure I'm over 1 billion credits right now, so I should be fine. Not a billion, a million.
Mother, Father, keep watching me. I'm gonna need a lot of help along the way. But one day, I'll restore the Effinger name to glory here on Mira.
Mission complete. That is probably the last affinity mission with Murderess, I would say. I would be surprised if it wasn't, because that's a very nice wrap-up to her character, IMO. Yeah, I'm over 1 million. How many digits is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, no, wait. Am I over 10 million? Wait a minute. Can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I think that's 8 digits. 1100, that's 4. Wow, look at that. 110022. That's 6. Yeah, that's 8 digits. I'm over 10 million. I don't know why I thought I was over a billion. Whatever. I'm over 10 million. That's pretty nice. Anyways, when we come back next time, how much time do I have? Oh, I need to wrap up and then start rendering and uploading this. This goes up today. But anyways, when we come back next time, we're going to do HB's mission and probably Yelv's mission. Do those 2 affinity missions. And also, I'll have the affinity mission to... What am I thinking of? I'll have the last mission done to where we can do the recruiting Mia mission, and we'll do that as well. So next session, we're going to start by going and doing the recruit Mia mission, then we'll get her as a character, unlock her, then, depending on how much time I have, we'll probably do HB's mission first, and then Yelv's after that. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll be able to raise affinity with Celica and Mia in between that session and the one after it, and then we'll do Celica and Mia's affinity missions. And once those are done, we should only have the 2 in the barracks and then the 1 in Caldros left. And we finish those 3 and we should be done, period, if I'm not mistaken, with affinity missions. And with affinity missions done, all that's left is I still want to edit the barracks. That's like 1 video, and that's it. All of the enemies I want to fight, that's probably like a session or 2, depending on how many I fight. And then, what's after that? The heart-to-hearts. And I think that's it. So yeah, we're dangerously close to being done with this. There should only be about 5, no more than 10 sessions. I don't think there will be 10 more sessions. Less than 10 more sessions, which means less than 40 more videos. That sounds like a lot, but with how much I upload, it isn't that bad. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Until then, better go ahead and save on screen before I forget. Until next time, farewell.